Kawasaki KD80, just kick it. Kawasaki KM100, just kick it. Kawasaki KE100, just kick it. Welcome to the Kevin Bergeron YouTube channel. I'm your host, Kevin. If you like working on vintage two-strokes and how-to videos, I'm your guy. So welcome. And if you guys could do me one other favor, is hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so when I post a video, you don't miss out. I'll talk to you guys later. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here, coming at you with another video. This one, guys, is going to be short, okay? Tonight we're doing a modification on a test light, which is something I wanted to do on the channel for a while. I just keep forgetting about it, and I got so much other stuff going on until I broke my last one. So now I kind of have to, you know what I mean? So this is a test light. What this does is it checks for voltage. So you can see I have a 12-volt car battery here, and I have a 6-volt Enduro small bike battery, okay? So when you put this up to here, let me shut this light off for a second. Okay, like this. All right, and I put this on here. You can see how bright that is. The thing is gleaming bright, okay? Nice and bright. That's for 12 volt. I'm going to hook this up to the 6-volt battery, and you can see how dim it is. It will light, but it's dim. And if you're trying to diagnose something, you don't want it to be dim. See, it's not so bright, okay? So it's, the camera's not really doing it too well because it's picking up the light, but it is very dim, okay? So compared to this, that's super bright. This one is not so much, okay? So has a hard time powering it up. Turn the light back on. All right, so what we're going to do, and if you're using a 12-volt test light, it can be kind of a pain in the neck to try to diagnose, say, directionals, headlight, those sort of things. Anything that you want to test on a KE100, a KM, GT80, any of those, like the Suzuki bikes, anything that's 6 volt. Okay, even a pickup truck 6 volt. Okay, it could be an old Ford with a 6-volt generator, you know, or a tractor or anything like that. 6-volt equipment is getting harder and harder to find because it's not popular. Everything nowadays is 12 volt. All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're just going to take your test light. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, please give a thumbs up and hit the bell icon so when I post a video, you don't miss out. And if you could please share the channel, that would be great. All right, now take your any 12 volt test light that comes apart. As long as it ain't an LED, you should be good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is unscrew it. It's a real simple thing to do. When you see it, you'll be like, wow, that's all there is in. Yep, that's it. Then you got your 12 volt. Well, this ain't 12 volts actually. They lied to us. They say it's 12 volt, but it's actually 14.5. So that you can check your alternator and stuff like that. You know, just see what the battery's putting out for power. Sometimes you have to fight with these springs. Okay, so one way is going to tighten it, one way is going to loosen it. Okay, sorry for my dirty hands, I just got out of work. You're going to take a 7.5 volt light. Okay, I'm going to put that on there so you can see that. And then you just take your 7.5, you slip the spring over the light bulb itself. As long as this spring is touching this metal, that's good, it's ground. Drop it in, just like so, and then take your end and screw it together. Do yourself a favor. Don't be like me. Mark your test light 6 volt, okay? If you're like me and you have a lot of these things, save your old light bulb in case you burn one out. Now I have a light bulb that I can use in the event that one of my other test lights burn out. And always get yourself a spare bulb. Okay, so now with this right here, I can check KE100s and all that, marker lights, headlights. Do not use it on a 12-volt light bulb, on a 12-volt battery. You will blow out the bulb. So I can no longer use this test light to check that. Now I'm going to turn off the light, and we're going to see how bright this thing can get. Okay, there we go. Just as bright as if it was hooked up to the 12 volt. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Kevin, I can still see the light when it was hooked up before. That's true. But the light bulb, if there's a bad connection, the light is going to go dim. If the light's already dim, it's going to go out, and then you're going to think that you didn't have power there in the first place. It's going to give you a false power reading, okay? Because that light bulb is going to go out at some point. It's just not going to have enough to glow. So by putting the correct bulb in there, now I can see that it's bright. When this battery gets low, then I'll be able to see it'll be dimmer. And if I'm checking a light and I have a bad ground, the light will be dim, but it will be on, saying that I have power in that circuit. That's what I need. That's what I care about. So if you're gonna do diagnostics, it's always good to have the proper tool. And in this case, I can put this on here. It'd be nice and bright. And then, okay, the headlight's good. The right directional, the left directional, the rear directional, the brake light, all those type of things I can check with this. High beam, low beam. You get what I'm saying? So, anyway, that's what I have for you tonight on this tool modification of a 6-volt test light. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm out.